Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 53. I was considering last night, and I've decided that I'm going to spin the cube, not the camera. I am still going to find some way to sort of, ambiently rotate the skybox, just to give the player a little bit of a hint that, of course, the camera can move as well. But the game is spinning cubes, and so I want the menu to be spinning cubes too. So let's see, what's the plan here? Right, first of all, this, not going to work. Right? Because just by saying, oh, this face is above, if we rotate the cube a certain way, that face is no longer above anymore. So I think what we're going to want to do is just find the face that's closest to the camera. Seems easiest. So let's see. I'm going to get rid of all of these. Main menu cube face. And so our cube here, this is our menu cube. It's actually called this main menu cube. We might have lots of menu cubes out there. And then we've got our face container, and each of our faces, we have a text, and on the face itself. Oh, really? On this text? No, that's text face camera. Yes, on the face itself, we have this. So we need to go up 2 to get the cube rotator. Well, no, let's see. We might actually just want a core menu cube component that can add a delegate to our cube rotator. Seems wise. And then in awake, we can get the cube rotator component. Pre-begin rotate, on begin rotate, rotate complete. I don't think we need a pre-begin rotate, but we do want a begin rotate. And our current cube core we're doing this handle begin rotate, okay. So we're going to subtract this from our cube core. And then, let's see, so we're going to do rotator dot on begin rotate minus equals core dot handle begin rotate. So the next move is going to be, we want to do our own begin rotate in here, because this specific cube, when it begins to rotate, we're not going to be checking it against any other cubes with collisions or stuff like that. What we're going to be doing is deciding which of the faces, what direction each face is going, and what each, text blob should do. Okay. And we get our rotator get target and rotator get start. And then once we're done with that, we'll set it back to get start. So really, the rotation, the text spinning around is all going to take care of itself. I think there's two things that I really care about. I care about the one that's closest to the camera, and I care about the one that's furthest from the camera. Yeah, I think that's fair. I could do it all in here. I don't think I'm going to need to do this anywhere else. Sure, let's do it here. And this isn't just going to be a cube face. This is going to be a main menu cube face. That means I'm going to need a reference to all of the cube faces. And I guess I could store that in this here. And this will be game object, find game objects of type. And let's print this out. Should get 1, right? Whoop. Hey, sometimes you gotta add a component in order for it to run. Oh, I need to look in children. That's right. Find objects of type. Hold on. Get components in children. One. There we go. Good. One menu face. That's our back face. Now, I'm not sure what to do with this one back here, right? Because it has no text, no 3D text. So maybe what our cube face needs to know about is it needs to know about this text mesh so that we can do stuff to it. And if it shrinks, well, we're not going to deal with the shrinking yet. But in the future, if it shrinks when it goes behind the cube, that means it's going to need to grow again when it comes out from the behind of the cube. So we might need to check in two places to say, here's the front and back of the start, and then here's the front and back of the end, and react appropriately. But I actually don't really care about this yet. Like, I'm just trying to get the input working, right? And cube rotator has begin rotate by. Main menu input. I could just put this on the main menu cube too. I don't know how happy I am about that. Got our selected menu face. We'll deal with that later. And we'll get the components. And then just for spits and shiggles, we'll begin rotate, and we're going to rotate by, I think it's going to be 90 degrees on the Y. Ooh, execute on begin rotate delegate true. Yes. Getting some null references exceptions, but that works fine. We're going the wrong way. I'm okay with that. Easy fix. Where are you coming from, buddy? Main menu input. Really? What? How could it object reference not set to an instance of an object? It's gotta be the rotator here, right? No. Oh, hey. Aha! We have two main menu inputs. That's why. We've got this one here. I'm actually, instead of doing a get component, I really don't like that. I'm going to serialize this field and then link our menu cube to here. Okay, that should be happy. We got a negative 90 here. Get rid of you. A is 90. And then W, we're going to be rotating on the X. I'm going to go wild here and guess negative 90. Dang it. Backwards. Oh, hey! S isn't doing anything, probably because I left it as WA. Sure. Okay. So swipe down, swipe up, cool. Swipe left. I think that looks pretty cool. Like, I'm also tempted to get our little Witling to walk to that area, but I don't know how good that's going to look. You know, we've got the text over it. It's going to be top down on our Witling. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't even know. Well, we probably will want some type of scaling. But that worked pretty well. What was that, 10 minutes? 15. Okay, sure. I think I've decided, I'm not sure if this is going to stay a prototype. I know I talked about it that I need to throw it away once it's ready, but I don't know. Maybe just do another few passes on this stuff later. Once it's like sort of set in stone, like, okay, sure, it's working. Let's make it better. Or we can just not touch it. Let's see. Let's get some text sliding in there. Or I mean, some mouse inputs there. But see, there's a lot of shared behaviors between this cube and the other cube. Let's see how mouse controller. I know how to get the touch positions. And calculate swipe, get our average. Test swipe. Find the 4 corners of the cube that are in the same direction as the camera transform up. Well, yep, that's not going to work at all. Sure. And here we're talking to the cube controller to test a swipe, passing it this stuff. Yeah, so this cube controller isn't even going to be useful for us, I think. What else do we got in here? Particle system, debug touch, collider line relative size. Just gonna do it all in here. I feel like it's different enough. Not wonderful. And we'll check in input touch count greater than 0. And if they're touching, we've got two options. If touch positions dot count is equal to 0, start touch position equals input dot mouse position. And then we can add input mouse position. If we're not touching, we'll clear. And you know what we could also do? Else if touch positions count is greater than 0. So I don't need to be clearing this every frame, right? And we're going from start touch position to the last one. What don't you like about that? Float. And we should canonize minimum swipe distance based on device size, screen size. What's our min swipe distance on our mouse controller? Hey, 100, cool. Yeah, I should serialize this field. Let's not make it a constant. Why is this not in main menu input? Where was I writing all of this code? Dang it. Was that heading? Header? Yes, yes. And I'm going to extract this into its own, excuse me, its own private function. Void handle touch inputs. And let's take it a step further. Void handle keyboard input. maybe I should call this reading. Yeah. Rename those. And if this is correct, we will calculate swipe direction. Then I believe we will clear. A lot of this is repeated code. That's really starting to bother me. Make a note of that. Calculate swipe direction. And I believe that in my mouse controller, I looped through all of these touch positions, added them, normalized them, average delta. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. So these are 2D lines that we're crossing. And we've got a start position and a direction. I could just define these 4 lines. In theory, these 4 lines will be the same for every single cube. I mean, for at least on the main menu, right? Oh, dang. Okay, no one's talking. I could also just do 2 dot products, right? I think I like that better. So this is like the minimum swipe that we can do. Of course, these would be pushed in a little bit. So something like these 2 lines are the ones that we can do. And so we want the dot product to definitely be greater than 0. I would even go so far as to say something like this would be 0. Well, let's do it with a different color. This dotted with this blue, with this line here would be 0. And then this dotted with this line here would be -1. And dotted exactly together, these 2 lines would be 1. So halfway is 0.5. And this is dangerous, right? So if it's 0.5 exactly, that means it's going to be 0.5 dot product with this and a 0.5 dot product with this one here. So let's do something like 0.65. So I'm going to need to define, we'll start with the right and go counterclockwise. So we'll call these vector 3 corner directions. This is going to be an array. And if, we might want to do some draw debug here. Debug touch inputs. Can you draw lines? You can. Debug touch inputs. Not totally necessary, but I like to be consistent with my protection level declarations. And in here, I'm just going to do a crappy for each loop because we're testing. Again, I'm just going to put it at vector 3.0 for now, and then dir. We'll do color dot red width 3. And this happens when I calculate swipe direction. Argument is out of range. Right. Still seems weird. Main menu input 75. Right, I need to make sure the count is greater than 0 before I calculate the travel distance. I don't think I should be using touch count here. Get mouse button 0. Womp, womp, womp. Boo! Okay. So that's drawing like, first of all, that's 3 units wide. I thought that was 3 pixels wide. But it does look like cool. Yeah, so I'm starting at 0 and I've got my 4 lines here. Excellent. Let's do a debug draw line from 0 to average delta, color.yellow, 0.1f. Wow, that looks pretty darn cool. It seems that my min distance sure is drawing a lot. I think it's just the size of our tuning variable. Main menu input, let's do swipe distance. I could just do 1/3 of the screen, right? Let's try that. It's not great because depending on the way that the device is tilted, might have bad values. That's a tuning thing. I'm not too worried about that. Let's do 500. And let us also go into the to-do. I don't need this word consider. I want to calculate min swipe distance based on screen dimensions. Percentage. So I've got these 4 things. So I'm going to use this color C instead of a red. We're going to start it at black. And I'm going to say C.R plus equals 0.25. So that means that the first line will be black And the last line will be red, just to make sure I know I'm going, what order I'm going in. Right, okay. Starting in the upper right and going clockwise. So this means that if I'm comparing the first and the second one, if they both pass our 0.65 dot product, then, oh, dang it. Hold on a moment. I don't need corner directions. Right, down, left, and up. That's all we really care about, right? We care about those 4 cardinal directions. That's what we're dotting against. Nice. 500 is a little bit much. Okay. Let's rename this to directions. Do a classic for loop. And then we have our average delta. So we're dotting our average delta and directions at direction index. And if that is greater than 0.65, this is something we should tune. And this is going to be called dot product nearness factor. Min dot product. And we'll say that we are sweeping directions at direction index dot toString. Sure, let's try that out. So this should, sweeping right. Let's try a diagonal up. Hey, nothing, up. Nice. Diagonal left. Ooh, that might have been right in that range. Okay, this one failed. Second one failed. No, it didn't. Uh-oh. So we got sweeps. Let's try it with like 0.8, something really, really specific. That worked. That did nothing. That worked. Nothing. Worked. Nothing. Worked. Nothing. Okay. So it seems like our slides are working happily. Now all we have to do is tell our cube to rotate. This way. This way. So I think that's the axis. No, it's not. So if we spin it up, we want it to rotate on the X. If we spin it left, we want to rotate it on the Y. Rotate by. Okay. Let's just see what happens when, and I'm really tired of this, vector 3, current direction. Stop it, Thunderbutt. Okay. I could cross it with forward, camera with just forward in the world. What's our time looking like? Close. Getting close. Oh, buddy. Got it. Got it. And I can do it anywhere on screen. I don't have to select that certain thing. Looking good. Okay. Boom, we got our level, we got our dude. Can I spin this? Nope. Now I can. Cool. So what can I do in the next 10 minutes? Ten minutes. I don't think I want to do any 3D text modification, so like the shrinking and the growing, the highlighting. I could put some like rounded edge curvy things as backgrounds to this 3D text. That might not be a bad idea. Let's create a quad. And we can't, no mesh collider, buddy. No way. And we'll scale it down on the Y. And we'll create a default material. We'll call this menu item background. And of course, this could have some sort of albedo, some actual texture map to make it look neato burrito. But rendering mode transparent. Shader. Yeah, I don't need lighting. Unlit transparent. That's not what I want. Standard. Huh. What's going on here? Fade. Oh, I'm a dummy. I don't have it applied to this. I was like, what is happening here? This is our menu item background. Oh, Jesus. Okay, sure. Make it just behind there. I definitely don't want it to be red. 50% is okay. That could be like our selection color. I don't know about colors, you guys. It doesn't make sense to me. We'll call this background quad. And I'll duplicate this bad boy and put it in all of these. And then we can change all of them at once. 0, 0, 0.01. And then the scale of achievement, let's change the name to background quad. And then achievements, we're just going to need to scale it a little bit more on the X. Sure. Was a nice, easy. Definitely if we fade these out. That's weird. What's going on with these? Yeah, let's get rid of these shadows. That's not a wise move. Receive shadows, cast shadows off. Light probes off, reflection probes off. Absolutely vanilla, guys. Nothing crazy here. Still the flash. That bothers me. But I think that's it for today. We got our keyboard input working. We've got our mouse swipe working. Looks pretty cool. It'll look better when I have the scaling and fading. That'll give it a much more three-dimensional feel. But I believe that is it for today. So I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll do some more work tomorrow. I'm still working on my tagline, my sign-off. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep trying out stuff until it works. Hey, it's not a bad one.